What is up, guys? It's Ryan Adler. I'm grinding for the team of the year right now. Lots of objectives, but mostly doing foot drafts because I've done that draft token SBC a whole bunch of times. I like how I pulled R9, Pele, TOTY Messi, and Cruyff in this draft. Super lucky, so I thought I'd make a little video out of it. Alright, so we match our first opponent. I guess we'll see how R9 plays and Pele. I actually match up against these cards quite a lot, which I don't even understand how so many people have them. I mean, this card still costs like, I don't know, like 6 million coins. So yeah, I don't know if they really do all pay in or if they just grind this game out to absurd levels. It's kind of a similar situation with Mbappe. I mean, he really is leaps and bounds ahead of most other players this year. And I really need to get my hands on him. I mean, his gold card still goes for close to 800,000, and we're almost in February, so I mean, I've tried to save up the coins for him, but every time they bring out another one of those kind of sort of irrelevant SBCs, you usually end up doing them and you just keep bleeding coins, right? But the good thing is, Team of the Year is coming up, so I guess there is like a minuscule chance of pulling him. I've saved up, I don't know, definitely north of 100 packs, so here's hoping. And even if I don't, I've heard they are bringing out a Player of the Month SBC for him. So, I mean, it's probably going to be hella expensive. I'm guessing at least 1.5 million coins. But I'm going to get a lot of fodder from those packs that I've saved up. So I think I should definitely be able to do him. And then they're also doing a Pogba SBC. And there's the Ramos one is already out. So might do one or both of those other two as well. I've got Di Maria, so I should be able to get quite a good team together. I mean, obviously, so will everybody else. But this really does feel like that time of year where, you know how when FIFA comes out, it's always super pay to win. A lot of people have just sick teams, especially in Elite. So you always have to play against them with basically a Garbo team. And then, you know, right around Team of the Year, that kind of starts changing a little bit. So right now, my best player is probably Harry Kane, you know, that TOTT version. He's actually surprisingly good. I normally wouldn't buy players like that because, you know, 3-star skills, he's really kind of sluggish. But he's got insane finishing, very clinical. He's got 5-star weak foot. And he's also surprisingly rapid. Like once you're through on goal with him, there's pretty much no stopping him. He's kind of like a bullet train. I mean, he's not agile at all, but once he's moving, he's moving. All right, time for our second opponent. The first guy was actually a very typical first round opponent in foot draft. This guy has a really good defense going, but up front, like he's got Holland up front. I don't know, at this stage of FIFA, he's still got 3-3, and because of the World Cup, he hasn't really received any upgrades lately, so we get our first chance here. That was a really nice tackle. So let's see if we can recycle this. Yeah, this guy really likes the sliding tackle, and he's already pausing. That's not a good sign. Yeah, alright. No idea why he just left. Next. Time for our second opponent. He's got Tomori. He's got Eto. Other than that, pretty mediocre draft again. Also, I think that EA should fix this. Whenever someone forfeits a game, you should always get the win, regardless of whether you're ahead or not. People are gifting out wins all the time anyway, so let's get another shot here. What is this? These weird red card lags are so annoying. And I do get them fairly frequently, mostly at the start of games. They usually flash up once or twice. I think it's pretty crazy in general how much more fun this game could be if they took care of all these little issues. Lag issues, people rage quitting when the game's tied just to waste your time. Why does he bring his keeper out crazy like this? I mean, he had Tomori. I would have tried to defend with Tomori and kept the keeper in goal, but he drags his keeper out and covers the goal with Tomori. In general, it feels like most people with their goalkeeper movement, they do it way too early or way too much or both. And especially with breakaways, I feel like the key is you have to do it sometimes and sometimes you don't do it. So you can always keep your opponent guessing. And to be frank, this guy doesn't really seem like the best defender out there in general. I guess I got pretty lucky with the matchmaking this game. So my other lucky pull besides Kane has been Camavinga from Real. I really like him. He's very agile. He has very good runs. And for his body size, he's surprisingly physical. He also has the perfect link with Mendy. And he's going to fit right into my Mbappe plans. The big downside is his finishing. It's pretty abysmal, especially with his right foot. I've also done the Jairzinho SBC. That guy's really worth it. And I snatched up Perisic for 50k. For that price, his card is insane. And I really like how you can play him both on the wing and as a CM. And for the perfect link with Kane. I guess I'll show you guys my team at the end. So I'm really looking forward to when they drop the Mbappe SBC. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to come this week, and it doesn't really matter to me when, because I'm going to open all of my packs on Friday anyway, because that's when all Team of the Year players will be in the packs. I'm actually thinking I might do a video where I just open all those packs that I saved up, show you guys how horrible packs are and what little you get out of them. But I really should be able to get enough fodder to do Mbappe. And I've also saved up, like, I think it's around 170,000 coins. So with any luck, I should really be able to have a decent team together by Saturday. Okay, he got lucky with the save, but then I got crazy lucky with the rebound. La Pulga! Okay, calm down there, fanboy. I've got basic Van Dijk and Ricardo Carvalho as my center back. So I'm thinking I might not even do the Ramos SBC, just save the fodder. On the other hand, he does look really good, and I know the pace is kind of a turnoff, but we all know that EA, they have their little favorites there, and he's always been kind of crazy in game. Pretty much regardless of the stats. I mean, there's so many layers of BS in this game. Who even knows what stats really mean in the end? I think I'm just going to wait until Mbappe comes out, do him first, and then I'll see how much fodder I have left. Okay, losing the ball back there was super unnecessary. Gotta focus more. I'm not gonna complain though. The gameplay has been pretty decent so far. I think the gameplay is really the biggest gripe that I have with this game. I mean, it's pretty funny actually. They have fairly plausible deniability because a lot of people, when the gameplay is absolute garbo again, they just blame it on the servers, or even better, on their cards. So they try to get better cards. You almost have to admire EA for this little scheme they've got in place. They've established Ultimate Team as the ultimate game mode. They've established a pro scene who all have insane teams, pretty much all the same one as well. And everyone who likes winning kind of has to try to get their hands on those cards. But on top of that, there's the gameplay thing. You get different gameplay every game, sometimes even within a game. And you just said, oh, I really messed up my offside trap there. Well, that's a pretty big whoopsie on my part, and he hit red and it still went in. Because he has Alawiron. My words. But yeah, this opponent is actually decent. He's a lot better than the two guys before. The funny thing about the gameplay though, it's not even, you don't have fast gameplay, sluggish gameplay. It's not like a continuum. You actually have different types of bad gameplay. Sometimes the defenders actually remain pretty agile and the offense super sluggish. Sometimes everyone's on skates. Sometimes you can't press your opponent at all without completely opening up. Other times, albeit very rarely, you can press your opponent like mad. Every shot goes in. And then the next game you hit the post like 10 times, even though you charged the shot the exact same way as normally. And you even get this in squad battles. Lag and server issues are definitely a thing, but this ever-changing gameplay comes on top. And my theory is that this is in the game on purpose, just to, kind of reduce the skill gap a little bit. Kind of like how on Warzone they add those special bullets or the vehicles in the end zone, or they fork out self revives from every box that you loot. And I think to a degree this is understandable. They want to keep everyone happy, the strong and the weaker players. But I mean, this is football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. It's literally the most popular sport on this planet because of how close and underdog friendly it is. And B, they could just make it a lot harder to hold the ball or to press. Or just make it consistent throughout games. Don't change the gameplay every game. And I also get the feeling that this actually hurts weaker players more than good players, because there are ways to adapt and counter bad gameplay. I mean, for one, have Mbappe, have Alawiron, have R9, have Yaya Toure. But also, use all 4 of your custom tactic slots. Okay, I really bottled that one. But this is actually what I've been saying. I mean, I charged 2.5 bars there. Most of the time from that angle, it would go in. So here's another counter you can do. Just do the extra pass. If your center backs always completely drag out of position, play a lower line, stuff like that. Use different formations. But I really wish that weren't necessary. I wish this game let you play the kind of football that you really want to play, regardless of... I mean, I know it's still a video game, right? There's always going to be a meta. But I really think they should have the gameplay more consistent and have the game more balanced. Okay, so this guy's pulling up with Eusebio. With these foot draft finals, you always want to score early, and we managed to do that. That's always very important. Yeah, the gameplay really feels a little weird again. Like, the defense doesn't really... Like, it's just harder to step up in 1v1s, harder than usual. Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the best defending, but it's just weird how sometimes it's really easy to get your foot in there, and then other games it's very hard to step up with your defenders. Yeah, this guy seems like a pretty good opponent, and in games like these with bad gameplay and opponents like that, you just gotta stay patient. I mean, it's rule number 1 is just take good care of the ball. Don't lose it unnecessarily in bad places. And then try to get it out on the wing and then just work it in there. Yeah, he was pretty eager with the keeper movement there again. Over eager. But yeah, we're up again. That's good. Let's try to get another one here. Okay, yeah, that was another crazy lucky rebound. Rebounds happen in real life, but nowhere near this often. Yeah, he also subbed on Zidane and Messi. Yep, there you go. I think he's doing the same. He's just trying to get it out on the wing and be patient. Yeah, okay. I held second man press for way too long there. That was actually my bad. So we're at the infamous 45th minute. Just gotta try and stay close with the defending. And I don't know if that's a penalty. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, this guy, his playstyle's been kind of sneaky, so I definitely have him going down the center. Yup. Alright, second half. We definitely need another goal. I mean, especially in this gameplay. You never know, right? This is not looking good. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Bad defending, bad gameplay. All in all, and here comes the gritty. Lol. Alright, just gotta focus more. Let's clutch this up. Okay, that's not focusing more. Alright, I caught him offside here. But I do have to pay more attention. Just don't play through the center like that. He's kind of starting to defend more aggressively now. I mean, that's another one of those things where that can, depending on gameplay, that sometimes it pays off way more than in others. Sometimes it lets you win the ball in really good places with very low effort. Sometimes it just completely opens up your defense. I mean, he did pull his player out quite a bit there. But then he gets the ball in a really good spot without really all that much effort. Let's see what he does here. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a desperate shot. He really had to save that. It wasn't green either. Yeah, see, the AI does it as well like that. I don't know if he changed some of his tactics or something. But yeah, his AI is also pretty aggressive here. So yeah, we just need to get that one good pass through. And yeah, see, it can cost when you defend like that. It does open you up. So good that we could take advantage of that. Now, we just need another goal. Don't want to keep this game close. In this gameplay, you really want to nip it in the bud. Yeah, there you go. Alright, and we get the pause. Alright, there you go. So, yeah, this last guy definitely had the best team of these 4 opponents. So, that has been my foot draft. I'm going to show you guys my current team real quick. So, yeah, the plan is to replace Mahrez with Mbappe once the POTM card comes out. And if I have enough fodder to do Pogba as well, he might replace Paulinho, and then I'll try to have Di Maria start. That'll be kind of a bummer for Perisic because he's been really clutch for me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my first video. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. And then hopefully see you in the next one. Ryan Adler out.